As a tax specialist at PwC, what I do is I work with a lot with the work papers themselves, getting them prepared for senior review, a lot of data gathering, data analysis, asking questions. Right now, we're currently working through implementing a new process. So, I'm in there exploring some of the tools, some of the benefits of the new software we're trying to implement.
Now that I'm a senior, I do a lot more tax planning and advisory work, which is a lot of fun. Once you've learned enough about compliance work, you can now kind of get your foot into doing more planning work and advisory work. Those projects are usually more technical and requires a lot more tax research skills.
As a manager, my main role on the engagement is to keep it running very, very smoothly, both from an internal and an external perspective. So my role internally is to make sure that my team, the staff and senior that are working with me, have the time and the resources they need to get their job done, that the partner above me has the time he needs to review and get into some of the technical details of the work we're doing, and then also managing the client expectations.
I have the ability to not only, interact with clients and help clients achieve their goals and answer some of their complex tax issues and problems that they're having in their business, but I also get to mentor the younger folks who are coming out of undergrad. They're learning the ropes of the profession.
So my day-to-day responsibilities at Cisco as a project manager, I'm a functional lead in the M&A post-integration work, which means that when Cisco acquires companies, we get together as a team from various teams and work together to integrate the operations of the acquired companies into the Cisco existing business.
I guess what I really enjoy about tax is the opportunity that it gives you, whether it be to improve your technical aspect of tax or improving other traits. For me, I had an opportunity to go to client meetings, so that exposes me to other sorts of people and how they think, how they run their businesses.
You have insight into all of your clients' activities, right? You have visibility into the client books, you see what the clients are doing, you have visibility into what investors are doing.
Getting to work collaboratively with an amazing and intelligent group of people who are all very committed to learning this difficult career. We have a good time together, and that's my favorite.
There's a lot of thought that goes into tax. There is logic, wisdom. I mean, you've got all of the codes and regulations that are there that you need to abide by, but there's also interpretation. There are different points of views, different direction. So it's a creative exercise.
It's definitely challenging. There's always a lot to learn. Every day is not the same day. So that keeps it interesting.
Everybody is constantly learning new things, which makes the job more interesting because things are always changing, and every year, even when you're doing compliance work, it could be very different from what you did last year. That really keeps the job very exciting and challenging at the same time.
Just how much I know. I just can't believe it. 8 years in, being able to be in a position of advising, clients that are making billions of dollars a year that look to me for sound tax advice.
PwC does a lot of lunch and learns, and they go through topics, and some of the topics were some of the topics I've seen and I've studied at school, so it made a bit more sense compared to other students from other schools.
Having done the Master's in Tax at Golden Gate has really opened me up to have the ability to work with a lot of these great tech companies in San Francisco. Like, I've worked with Uber and Zendesk and Reddit.
I've been able to get an additional project, which is very exciting for me, which is getting tax incentives for Cisco globally. And the fact that I got my MS allowed me to meet with the VP of tax and who gave me the opportunity to work on this project. So it opened up doors for me.
It's not going to teach you everything, but it does teach you, for me, how to research, how to look up a code, how to understand a code. In tax, we're just throwing out random codes, and what I've done is I've actually gone into the code and read the explanation, so it gives me a better foundation on what exactly we're dealing with, and GGU does a really good job at that.
It wasn't just the material that I was learning, which was directly relevant to what I was doing, but it was the ability to then go away. And if I had another question that I hadn't directly learned about, it's okay because I had the skills now to find the answer by myself.
I think the other thing that GGU really did prepare me was all the soft skills, all the lunch and learn sessions that I had. Those were really, really helpful. During the interview process, you learn a lot about like how to present yourself, how to do public speaking, how to talk to people. And I think those are still relevant even with me right now in, talking to clients, talking to other colleagues that I have. And I think those are stuff that I learned a lot from when I was in GGU.
I really enjoyed coming to school, and I'm very proud of coming to GGU and getting my master's from here. So all the professors were fantastic. It was a wonderful experience.
For me, it was a great program. Not only did I finish my master's in 9 months, I definitely learned a lot. I made real strong relationships with my classmates, with professionals that came to meet the firms. All the lunch and learns, that was really great. I was able to network, and when it came time to do the interviews, they recognized me, I recognized them, so it built a stronger bond.
With the tax law, sometimes there's just no black and white, and there's some gray areas that you can use to minimize tax liability and do all sort of tax planning. It's just interesting to see there are just so many ways to get to the answer, and there's just so many approaches that you can do. And so to me, that's very exciting, and it's very, very interesting that there's just no one way to the answer. So it's kind of like solving a puzzle.
Somebody that does really well in taxes, somebody that is willing to learn, that is a sponge and wants to absorb all this material, because it's a lot. And somebody that can be organized, somebody that can deliver. When I say deliver, I mean communicate effectively with others, try to get your point across. Those are some of the key aspects of what this career takes.